Hi Taurus, how are you? Welcome into your 2024 yearly tarot reading. I hope everything is absolutely amazing in your Taurus world. I'm truly excited to read for you. Gotta love a quality Taurus energy. But I do want to remind you real quick to hit that like button, comment down below, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't joined this growing, amazing, I'm hearing supportive Taurus tribe already. But we're going to dive deep into your year to see what to expect by beginning with the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck, one or two energies. I really want to go with just one. And then we will dive even further into your year to see what to expect by breaking it down into 6 main categories. Wow, my thumb just looked really weird. The categories are money, career, friends, family, home, and love. And so we'll pull one tarot card for each category and then use a different deck to further clarify and again dive deeper into them. So let's remove this common crystal and see what 2024 has in store for Taurus. I feel like you're going to be meeting a lot of new people, a lot of new souls. You're changing a lot. You're growing through all of your experiences. You're wanting to initiate certain changes. I feel like health is on the mind. Physical appearance is definitely a focus at certain points. But I did get the message before beginning your reading of you will be happy this year. You will be happy, regardless of whether you're individually stepping into the new year feeling happy or fully happy. There's a lot of happiness, okay, to spread, to embody, to be one with throughout the year of 2024. Even little things, little experiences, small successes, small victories, all of which you're very grateful for, very appreciative of. Therefore, don't be surprised if the year shows you evidence that you're manifesting quite easily, maybe more so than usual or in general, for the first time for some. But I do feel like all the meanwhile that does blend nicely with the ability to co-create with spirit, being very supported, very protected, very driven, and motivated is the word I'm getting now once again. But I do feel like you're very much guided throughout the year of 2024 by your intuition. Absolutely. That's growing. That's thriving. So therefore trust it. But then, by spirit all the meanwhile. I always say trust your intuition wholeheartedly first and foremost, and selectively that spiritual guidance all the meanwhile. To begin for Taurus for 2024, where you feel stuck stepping into the year, or maybe in the beginning stages of which that will dissipate, all right? That will fall to the wayside because of your changes, your motivation, because of how you're changing. Bear with me. We're going to go with purity, all right? Ooh, look at this, forgiveness and simplicity as well. We're not going to take that for the overall energy, but it feels like all the meanwhile there could be maybe forgiveness towards yourself that needs to come into play and will. It could be towards one, if not multiple other people from your past and or current situation. Or throughout the year, but I do feel like either way, there's a lot of beautiful simplicity that feels fulfilling in of itself, but feels refreshing. The new souls you'll meet, at times those connections won't feel heavy like certain past ones, or maybe a past version of that continuing connection. Your view on your situations, on your life, on your path will at least become more simplistic, if not continue to grow in that direction. I sense that the clouds are clearing for you, and things are just working out for you throughout this year as you feel very much in your power in a very peaceful manner. Beautiful. As we do move on to the main energy for your year, for your reading, purity. There's a pure way about you. There's a likability. There's an attraction to you that is very on point when people online, in person, at a distance reaching out, people just feel the need to, assist you, find out more about you, maybe in regards to a talent or two, your body of work for some. But I feel like you're looking at things head on and you're very much ready to conquer in an easy manner. Things will happen for you quite easily throughout the year with a bit of a sense of luck on your side, but that guidance, once again, that support, that protection, and even your past experiences working to your advantage. And they're saying allow for that purity, that, innocence at times for some, but that pure nature about you, once again, to grow, to snowball as the year proceeds. It feels like a very, very positive year for you, where the wonders of the world, of your path, of the universe will come to mind and potentially be spoken upon and take a focus. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of enlightenment and illumination taking place in regards to potentially what you went through and or what you're going through throughout the year, and some of which might be predicting the future or gaining predictions in regards to the future in general. I feel like your helpful nature is also coming into play. Again, going back, I mentioned it in this attempt, your physical appearance is taking a highlight. People are noticing certain striking features about you, as I'm being drawn to these very striking blue eyes. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, you're very much working on your appearance, maybe wanting to improve your physical health, maybe wanting to switch up or fine tune your clothing, your wardrobe, if you will, certain accessories, because I feel like you're changing as a soul, if I didn't once again mention this in this attempt. And so therefore that's going to be reflected in certain changes and attraction and lack thereof which throughout the year. Let's move on to the light seers and jump into the 6 categories. You're on a roll, my friend. You're on a roll. It feels like things are adding up, prosper and growing as you grow and prosper through it all. For money for Taurus. Justice. We're going to take that one. Absolutely beautiful. Actually, they want me to show these and then we'll start pulling from the middle just to ensure we get one for each category. It does feel like there's celebration to prepare for, okay, or to expect in the upcoming year at certain points due to making more money, maybe winning money for some, gaining more, either way. A lot of rewards, and financially, your financial rewards are just part of which, but it feels like a time period for you, part of your path where you're looking forward and at times maybe being pushed to or intuitively looking back for one important reason or another, but you're very much looking forward. The possibilities are endless for you. There's a lot of passion and motivation once again, and you're ready to, I'm hearing, surf towards healthier, more productive, financially comfortable waters. And I sense that all the meanwhile you're doing a hell of a lot better this year, bear with me, of saving your money, protecting it, and managing it to your advantage. But putting these back in the deck, if I could even function. Justice is the main one for money. Beautiful. Let's further clarify that one and see what else Spirit wants to tell you. Right from the middle. Yeah, money's going to be on your mind. 5 of Wands. Okay, so there may be competition in regards to one if not multiple aspects of how you make your money, or maybe thinking about doing so. I do feel like all the meanwhile, okay, if you're trying to get a job or maybe get a business off the ground, there's competition or a lot of similar people doing what you're trying to or are doing. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, they're reminding you with the 5 of Wands how much you've been through financially and how much better off you are at certain points and how far you've come, if I didn't say that already, when it comes to your money. A lot of reflecting in that sense taking place for this category. But I do feel like there's a peaceful standpoint on it. If you feel like you're lacking any finances throughout the year at certain points, you can manifest it, okay? Spirit's saying we've got your back. But let's move on to career. Pulling right from the middle. Ooh, the Empress, beautiful. There's one, if not multiple, new beginnings that you're giving birth to when it comes to your career. You could be shifting to entrepreneurship for those of which working one, if not multiple jobs at this time. Stepping into the year, you could be beginning one, if not multiple new jobs. There's luck on your side in regards to that. You're communicating your way to victory with that. Easy peasy is what I just got. You're more than experienced, I feel, and your ability to pick up on things quickly and to learn at a rapid pace and adapt. That's very much going to come into play with that. But I do feel like for some, you're thinking about and putting action towards expansion. I wouldn't be surprised if the entrepreneurs stepping into the year are thinking about a separate business to begin for a second one. Again, expansion coming to mind. But it feels like your career world is definitely taking a highlight in a lot of positive ways. Things are growing, prospering once again, and I feel like you're reaching for more. The number 55 is coming into play because we have the 5 of Wands twice. But let's further clarify the Empress. Okay, the 9 of Wands. You're going to burn yourself out throughout the year at certain points. It's just a fact because you're a hard worker, because you're motivated, you're driven once again. But it's this feeling that even those moments when you're embodying that kind of 9 of Wands, maybe a bit of a wounded warrior or just tired, burnt out energy, you're still fulfilled. You're still feeling rewarded. You're still feeling extremely ready to go. And Spirit's saying be realistic, be honest with yourself. You're not an Energizer bunny, and we need to instill or maintain true levels of balance, because we don't need you going through an ultimate burnout where you have to take a significant period of time off, or it alters the quality of your work. But there is one, if not multiple, work situations, whether it's a business or a job, if not multiple. Once again, you're expecting the worst, probably partially because of the past, if not fully. But I do feel like Spirit's saying adjust your perspective when that comes to be, because again, you're manifesting quite easily and efficiently. We don't need you pushing that negative that you're focusing on or expecting to come to be or to grow. But let's move on to friends. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. The wheel is turning in your favor when it comes to friendships. I wouldn't be surprised if certain friendships stepping into the year to be continued are developing and changing. But it does feel like there's certain doors opening for you. Therefore, the wheel will turn more in your favor because of certain people you're meant to align with, you're meant to meet. Again, you're changing, so I wouldn't be surprised if you're meeting certain people that just feel more comfortable. There are going to be certain moments throughout the year where you meet somebody or you start to get to know somebody that you already met. And it's this feeling of it's like, did we already know each other? Have we already met? Did I forget this? Or are we reconnecting in a very unknown way? Spirit's saying it's because you're both going through a similar transition or transformation in your life. And it may even be one or two people that you knew in a past life. Very interesting. I do feel like there's another Taurus you're going to meet, okay, and a Cancer, that are going to be very much your vibe. Beautiful. I also feel like there's a lot of empaths drawn to the reading, so make sure throughout the year you're being efficient with cleansing your energy, picking and choosing who and what you associate yourself with. Certain situations you're going to need to throughout the year step away from when the energy feels like it took a turn in the wrong direction, you're feeling affected by it, or you just need to clear your mind or change up your perspective, your surroundings, your experiences. But the Four of Wands to further clarify the wheel for your friends, because I really feel like there is a lot of celebration to be expected, to enjoy when it comes to friendships. You know, you succeed at a certain point, or that friend, if not multiple, succeed. Something positive happens and you go out and celebrate. And Spirit's saying that doesn't always need to cost money, because we need you to be very much saving your money throughout the year. But I do feel like either way, it's going to feel very easy to connect with people, to draw people in, their attention, them desiring what you have to offer in one way, if not multiple ways, because of your compatibility, between the two of you, because of your likability, once again, your good looks and your energy, all the meanwhile. They're saying at times some people just need a grounded Taurus energy, the calmness, the understanding. I wouldn't be surprised if people come to you throughout the year for advice, for your opinion and your experience and outlook coming into play with that all the meanwhile. Okay. But let's shift on forward and speak upon family. Just getting a little bit lost. I have about 8 million decks around me. I want to do this. I wouldn't also be surprised if throughout the year at certain points not being for your family situation, but in general you're embodying this Emperor energy, thinking about where to put your game piece next, thinking about what you want to change and develop, to see for yourself. A lot of visions. I see some Tauruses drawn to the reading, like myself, making a lot of to-do lists, writing ideas down, which will be strategic. You should, because Spirit's gifting you at times with them, or you just come up with it, but you have so many things grabbing your attention, or you may be thinking, or it pops up, I have to get this done, I have to get this done, or you're just very busy, a lot on your plate. Write it down. You're going to find this really helps you, and you'll come back to it when you can utilize it, or it's meant to be utilized. But I do also feel like things like tattoos, piercings, hair color, all of which is coming into play. But I also feel like there's a lot of hands-on activities, accomplishments taking place. Your hands are coming into play. Anyways, let's pull for family. A lot of love is what I'm hearing. I felt the need to mention in Leo's, and so I'm going to mention in yours as well. This doesn't have to speak upon just blood related. It can be soul family. All right. But the King of Swords, very interesting. This is how your family, if not multiple families, are viewing you. A very wise, knowledgeable individual, somebody with an old soul potentially, but at the very least knows what they're doing and has been making smart, wise choices. I sense that a lot of people, if not a couple different people in your life, have doubted you when it came to one, if not multiple, significant changes in your life. Or something, a choice of some sort, maybe to continue something. And I feel like all the meanwhile, it's paying off. You're proving those people wrong, or somebody in particular. It just feels like you are trusting your intuition more and more as the year trickles on, and it's working to your advantage. You're being viewed as this owl, my friend. Beautiful. And I feel like all the meanwhile aligned with the Justice card. I know you can't see it. I do feel like you're gaining justice by once again trusting your intuition and making certain correct choices. You may also be gaining a level of justice in regards to a family matter or two. Okay. I do feel like clarifying now. I just heard don't get lost in your own self-discovery. Very interesting because it feels like that vibe, again, you're changing and growing. Maybe, again, trying to discover different aspects of yourself or, who you want to become or what you wish to achieve moving forward. That can wrap up into it somehow. Don't get lost in that discovery. Anyways, the King of Swords clarified by the Magician. Absolutely manifestation energy, and that's how your family is viewing you, and you're very much finding that the magic is lying within certain connections for that family. Does that make sense? At times you witnessing or observing the magic between two other people within that family situation, or maybe everybody else besides you feeling a little bit on the outs in that sense, but being okay with it. Or you may find that your connection with certain family members or one in particular feels more, they're saying manifestation like, more magical, more gifted than it once was. They're also reminding you that of maybe one past connection like this, but when you do find a distance coming to be or continuing between you and one, if not multiple other family members, and this can pertain to friends as well, that's a purposeful distance and disconnect, because I feel like all the meanwhile there's something one, if not both of you needed to go through separately. Maybe that period of time is going to adjust one, if not multiple perspectives and approaches. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a purpose to it all, to the year as a whole, every twist and turn and up and down. But it feels like, again, a very positive year for you. We're moving on to home. Okay, I got the Three of Swords. I feel like there's either disappointments within the home life, or you're thinking about past disappointments. Let the past go. Let the past go. But if you're dealing with this when it comes to one, if not multiple home situations throughout the year, allow for yourself to make a change, right? Or push yourself to. If you don't, there's going to be an intervention taking place from the universe, a bit of a detour coming to be. Yeah, the Six of Cups. We're thinking about the past, all right? Connecting one thing to the next, but then needing to be more present and embrace what we have. I also feel like some of what you're thinking about the growing up in a home situation, if not the progression of that home situation, all the meanwhile. Let's further clarify. I didn't expect that for the home situation. Strength. They're saying when you are doing certain levels of reflecting and planning, strategizing at home, allow for yourself to regain your strength, because I do sense that that's going to be the best place for you to be in your solitude, to regain that strength, to replenish and to get ready to accomplish again, to conquer your Taurus path. I feel a very drained kind of vibe about you when you're at home, but I do feel like, again, that's meant to be because you're not meant to be out and about accomplishing and socializing and experiencing all of these beautiful things in your life when you're feeling that way. So when you're at home, just try not to force it. I know it's easier said than done, especially I can compare it to my situation where I do these readings at home. But there's always going to be at least a little bit of time here and there for you to regain that strength. I also sense that when you're at home, it's struggle with a bit of lack of storage. What I was trying to get out was that when you're at home at certain points throughout the year, you're going to be reminded of times when you overcame, you conquered, and you changed your reality for the better. And this will help you move forward and do the same in a different manner, however that pertains to your individual situation. Okay, so to wrap up the reading or get ready to, we're moving on to the last and final category, love. Pulling right from the middle. Ooh, judgment. Your honesty is leaving you or your situation with a lot of improvement, whether you're in a relationship at certain points or throughout the year in general, or even if you're single. I feel like honesty, maybe in regards to the type of person you're looking for or why you haven't actually maybe put in full effort towards finding somebody to date, to commit to in the end, or moving forward. Or maybe, again, this relationship for some of which you could find that this honesty between the two of you and even being aimed towards yourself at certain points, or, vice versa, them, being honest with themselves, that initiates or, pushes the connection towards more improvement. I feel like you are also being pushed to recognize that this is a year of true self-love and honesty. All right, let's further clarify this. Some of which might be releasing an old version of a connection, or an old version of you expectation of what dating is like for you, or that marriage for some. To further clarify, the Six of Cups again. So the number 66 on the board, look up that angel number meaning. And 72 is what I'm hearing. And 1212. Beautiful. So I wouldn't be surprised as well if there's a lot of synchronicities for you throughout the year coming from spirit. So pay attention to them. Write them down once again if you can't look it up right away. But just easily search online 72 angel number meaning. Anyways, but the Six of Cups talking about how there's thoughts of how a connection has progressed. Maybe thinking about past exes, and stuff like that, people you've dated once upon a time, and how much better you're picking and choosing now, or how much better off you are now due to the changes of that connection or because you're dating this individual. Anyways, and how much better you are at loving yourself. I also sense there's the potential for some Tauruses to be gaining gifts, a lot of abundance flowing towards you because somebody, if not multiple people throughout the year, want to take care of you. Or it could be vice versa, but I do sense a lot of rewards and gifts and support flowing towards you. You're going to find that once again, you're easily connecting to this person or these people throughout the year if you're more so just, seeing who's out there in dating. I just feel like you're easily connecting with people and people very much like what you have to offer. You're going to glow when you connect with certain people that you feel attracted to or simply like their vibe. You can be attracted to a vibe. Anyways, it feels like a very positive year for you, Taurus, where a lot is taking place, a lot is changing, but you're growing and developing like Leo was. But I sense that you, again, are very intuitive, very much manifesting at this time. You're going to be very, very happy and more so content with your life by the end of 2024. Beautiful. So I truly hope this was helpful. Sending you all the love and light. Go enjoy your year, Taurus, and I'll see you next time.